software that finds cash buyers that exist. Let's talk about it. So we're talking about real estate wholesaling as usual, and on this channel there's more than Hey, this is Ola coming to you live from myEmpirePRO studios. In this episode, we're talking about software that finds cash buyers that exist. Let's talk about it. So we're talking about real estate wholesaling as usual, and on this channel, there's more than 600 videos. Okay, so make sure you spend some time on here. You're gonna learn a lot. But if you're looking to take this series and take it up to the next level, we have an 11-day trial to help you get set up. 11 days you'll be all set up and you'll be in the game fully without having to spend a fortune like the rest of the people, spending a ton of time driving for dollars, without spending a ton of time knocking on doors, without spending a fortune on marketing and just scrambling around looking for deals. If that's what you're looking for, then smart wholesaling is something you should pay attention for. We have a whole series on driving for dollars versus smart wholesaling. You can just literally search that on Google and with my name at the end of it, or my last name, Abitogun, and it should come right up. So with that being said, is there a software that can find cash buyers? Does that exist? Let's process that really quickly, okay? Wholesaling is essentially the art and science of finding deeply discounted properties, locking it under contract, selling the rights to that contract to other people for $1,000, $2,000, $40,000, $150,000. My highest, from my experience, is $82,000. It's doable, but here's the thing: we're getting to a time and age that you should start paying attention to cash flow, multiple streams of income. Unfortunately, most wholesalers came into the game because they like that idea of a $20,000 paycheck, a $30,000 paycheck. More often than not, when you get a $25,000 paycheck and you don't have cash flow, like $50, $10,000, $1,000 here, like just flowing in from multiple streams, more times than often it's a setup for failure to just get windfalls, okay? Because basically what it does is, like, if you close one deal for $25,000 and nothing else comes in for the next 3 months, your brain is gonna function like you're actually gonna get $25,000 every month. And the honest truth is that if you got $25,000 and nothing else comes in for the next 4 months, what you just made per month is $25,000 divided by 4. So if you do that math, that's about $6,000, okay? And on top of that, you probably have spent so much money on marketing, hoping that you can recoup that money back. And basically what happens to most people is they end up in credit card debts, and they end up in just scrambling and then wondering if this works. Like, did I get lucky? And it was basically a setup for failure, okay? And I'm sharing that with you because I dealt with that, and it's not a good place to be where you've made good money and then you go broke. That's not where you want to be. It's not a good feeling. It makes you question yourself and your abilities, and your confidence will get shot a lot more than if you've never experienced it before, okay? Now, if you've never closed a deal before, you're just hoping one day, if you go back to your regular life and never close a deal, it's not a big deal. You tried it and it just never worked, and you're just one of the 98% of people that try the business of wholesaling that it never works for, right? But if you haven't closed one deal and you can get to your second deal, or you close your second deal and you can get to your fourth deal, that's a horrible place to be in, because you tend to have set up your lifestyle around that $20,000 check you had before, and that usually ends up people up in just broke land, okay? Like, and I mean broke, as in like debt, credit card debts, and then questioning yourself, like I said earlier, okay? So that's why it's very, very important to pay attention to some of these things, okay? So you need cash buyers. We need buyers, period. We need people and buyers that will buy these deals, okay? And you need endless amount of end buyers, because the same person that bought a deal from you last time, they're not gonna buy a deal from you next time. Very unlikely not, okay? The same end buyers that you have in your local meetup can only buy so much, okay? Because they're just one human. I don't care how rich they are. I was watching American Greed the other day. There was this guy that was buying tons of property that got in trouble. I think it was 2016. got in trouble in Arizona, and was buying tons of deals. And to most people that don't understand that, oh yeah, he's rich, he's buying deals, but then it was basically raising money from another hard money lender that were lending all this money. Yes, it was kind of like under the table type of, they trusted him. Obviously, they got in trouble eventually. That's why they're on American greed, right? But they trusted him, and they were just giving him money to go buy deals. It goes to the sheriff's sale, the foreclosure auction of the county, and just continue to buy deals. He was ready. He had cash ready, because all he had to do is one text message and $200,000, $300,000, $1 million to buy deals, because they trusted him that he was going to make money. But what he was doing was actually he was running a Ponzi scheme and stuff like that. But it's not everyone that does that. Well, my point is that if you're buying a lot of money, like if you're buying a lot of deals, like the high buyers of this world, like the Zillow buy program things, they are using big money from lenders, but you don't see that part because they have relationships with them, and it looks like cash buyers. So at the end of the day, there's no one single human being that will be good enough to help all of us make money, especially when you have 500 plus new wholesalers coming into the game every day. We need more actual buyers, more people that will use their credit. We need more people that will use their money for down payment. We need more people doing fix and flips. We need more people, okay? You need more buyers in the game. So it's no wonder why we're looking for softwares to find cash buyers. I don't know about a software that will find buyers. I do, however, know that you can build a system that will create buyers, okay? You can build a system that will create buyers. What is buyers? Buyers are people, okay? Money only comes from one place, people, at the end of the day, okay? That's why the 3 core pillars is value, automation, and people. Because without people, you're not going to do deals. Money doesn't come from properties. Money doesn't come from softwares. Money comes from people. So people that will actually pay this money, okay? So when you say a software that finds cash buyers, we kind of like, most people look at that as some kind of thing. Those are people. You need to market, okay? If you're looking to attract more people into your game, the only one skill you need to learn is marketing, okay? And now marketing can be extremely costly, okay? So yes, you can set up a Facebook ad, and then every time somebody clicks on your ad, you pay $40 or $30 or $1, whatever that is. You can set that up, but then you can also go broke doing that, okay? Or you can, let me flip that real quick. You can say, hey, let me send some direct mail. Let me download the list from list source, and then let me send a direct mail of 200 people per week. That's about $100. I haven't checked the stamp cost in a minute. Like $100 every week, right? It's $400, right? You can send mailing, right? Yes, you can reach people like that, but most people go broke doing that as well too, because that's $400 every month, okay? And most people don't have extra $400 to be spending around without having an idea how that money is going to come back with returns on the investment, right? So essentially, you want to be careful with marketing, okay? Because marketing can send you broke if you're missing one simple element, okay? If you're missing one simple element, okay? And let me explain that really quickly. Marketing is about audience. You're looking to attract audience, okay? Attracting audience is just not enough, okay? You can attract all the audience you want, right? But you got to build a list. You got to build an audience. You got to build an audience that you can continue to remarket to. So now in this time and age, 2000 and digital, you have the concept of remarketing. You can remarket for less cost than it costs you to actually attract that audience in the first place, okay? But here's the problem. In real estate wholesaling, we have acquisition, which means you're attracting people, motivated sellers that are looking to get rid of a property, a distressed seller. On the other end, there's a whole different business model that nobody wants to talk about, which is buyers. You got to bring buyers to match together with those properties, and that's how you make money. Because if you don't bring buyers, the people end of the game, that's the actual people end of the game, you won't get money, because money doesn't come from these people. The property comes from there. Indirectly, money comes from there. But if you're stuck with the property, right, which most gurus will tell you is just a bad deal, but sometimes it's just because you don't have enough options and buyers, right? And then you've spoken to the 4 buyers in your marketplace, and they're all not interested. They all told you it's a bad deal. But the real problem is that there's not enough buyers, because when there's enough buyers in the game, then there's basically more demand, and then you can drive the price up as well too. Not because you drove it up like a clown, it's because when there's more options, when there's more demand, economics basics, there's going to be people have to pay more because there's people competing for the same deals. Okay, so essentially the idea of a software that just spit out machines that are buyers doesn't exist. The idea is you need a system that will attract buyers, but not just attract buyers, but also build a list of potential buyers. Now I'm going to add one more element. If you don't want to go broke doing that, because you can easily go broke doing that as well too. You want to be able to monetize that list with or without closing a deal. Okay, so that means people can buy from you either they buy a property or not. That means you can still make money. Okay, that's why I introduced the concept of smart wholesaling, which is essentially you can skip 80% of the hustle, which is finding deal stuff. There's more than enough wholesalers doing that in the marketplace. You don't have to join that game again. You can go on Craigslist and type in ARV. You see them all over the place looking for ways to get rid of a deal they're already locked under contract. Okay, don't join that game. If I were you, don't join that game. If you're already doing well doing that game, continue to do what you're doing. If you know that it hasn't been working out for you, then stop it. Okay, stop it and reshift. Don't quit yourself, but reshift. And it's probably something you have to shift, right? Basically, that your value, you're not bringing value to the marketplace that way, and that's why you're not making money. Because the only way to make money in life is to bring value to the marketplace. That's it. Okay, so now your value is no more required, so it's not really value in that end of the game, which is acquisition. But on the disposition part of the game, which is bringing more buyers into the game, which is actually cheaper. Not only that, the deals of everybody else are your deals, because you can bring value to them by helping them get rid of those deals, right? So you skip 80% of the hustle, make $100,000, 6 figures or more per year with or without closing deals, and 10x your deals. That's what smart wholesaling is about, and that's what we teach here. I won't be able to go past this. It's beyond the scope of this video, but subscribe, like this video, share the video. There's another series. This probably will pop up at the end of this video. It's called Driving for Dollars versus Smart Wholesaling, that you should watch. It's a 12-part series. Smart Real Estate Wholesaling is a book here. You go to smartrealestatewholesaling.com and download it for free. It's a free PDF. Also available in paper, Kindle, and audiobook. If you go there right now, I'll give you real estate money secrets for free. So is there a software that will just attract cash buyers and these are machines? No. Can you build a system? Okay. Is there a software? No. Can you build a system that will attract buyers but also build a list of buyers so that you can attract the rest of the market to you to help you get rid of the deals, right? Absolutely. It's a whole system you can build in 11 days. I have an 11-day challenge that you can access. Just go download this book. That's what I have for you on this episode, and I want to leave it at this so you can go ahead and access the rest of this stuff. Hopefully you've been enlightened and educated. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.